Turning the page now, an update tonight on the Panthers HQ fallout in Rock Hill. WCNC Charlotte has obtained the messages and correspondence from South Carolina leaders in the days after construction crews were called off the site. Those texts and emails suggest top commerce officials were caught off guard when work came to a halt. WCNC Charlotte's Indira Skiva joins us with what else she learned in these messages.
We went through more than 50 pages of text messages and emails, and we learned that the same week news broke of the project being paused, the state secretary of commerce was supposed to tour the site with other key players. Emails show the plan was for South Carolina's Secretary of Commerce, Harry Lightsey, to tour the Rock Hill site on Mount Gallant Road on all-terrain vehicles, along with Rock Hill's Mayor John Geddes and Panthers Chief Operating Officer Mark Hart. It was scheduled for March 8th. But it never happened because a day earlier, the Panthers canceled the tour and said they were hitting pause on the entire project. Emails between South Carolina's commerce leaders suggest they were blindsided by the news. In an email dated March 7th, Deputy Secretary of Commerce Ashley Teasdale wrote, "Mercy, that meeting is tomorrow." And then later, "Lordy, Lordy." While leaders close to the project have been, for the most part, silent on any possible negotiations or conversations happening behind the scenes, the Governmental Affairs Director at the Department of Commerce, Mark Hendrick, texted several others on April 13th that the governor spoke to David Tepper that day, and that Tepper would be meeting with city and county officials the following week, saying the governor's chief of staff took that as a net positive and adding, "I agree." But less than a week later, on April 19th, the governor's chief of staff, Trey Walker, texted, "Bad news on Panthers coming this morning." That was the day the Panthers said contracts were terminated. Sources close to the situation tell me the Panthers have no intention of signing new agreements to continue work on the project. So the next question is, what happens to that 240-acre site with a Tepper-owned building on it that is still under construction? Unfortunately, its future is still unclear. Indira Skiva, WCNC Charlotte.